Good
So,
afternoon.
like Prashant said, I take care of the programs and the admission process here in DSTI. Desert Training Institute, we are accredited by KHDA. KHDA is the governing body for private education here in Dubai. And we offer many programs. Our area of training is actually educators, professional training, business and secretarial training, sales and marketing, social and behavioral training, computer skills, and language training. Today, I think we'll be focusing on our educators' professional training. And I have my team members, Aishi and Yazi, with me. Also, our tutor, Miss Nihara, is joining us. She will be explaining about the courses. She's into teaching since 10 plus years here in UAE, and also she's worked abroad as well. So she's got very good exposure in education field. So I think she can actually guide us through the program. Once she guides us through the program, we'll have a Q&A sessions. Any doubts, anything in regard with the courses or visa or anything, you can revert to us. So over to Nihara. Please, Nihara.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. And it's great talking on this subject of early childhood education. Today, with great regard to the subject, I would like to discuss lots of aspects of development in the early childhood education. Now, today, we as an institution, Ms. Geeta, Mr. Yasir, and the rest of the team have really worked hard to bring about a great understanding for this particular subject. So today, with this subject in mind, I would like to discuss about early childhood education, and we have different kinds of class management skills that we will be enhancing and building the students to interact with different aspects of child development. Now, you may ask me, why do we emphasize on the subject of early childhood education? Early childhood education is a base, a platform where young children are given a guideline to develop their skills. Now, we as educators, we perform a developmental skills in different 7 areas of development. It can be cognitive area, it can be language development, communication. See, the young child comes to us at a very basic age where the brain of the child is not developed. When the brain of the child is not developed, the child is a very where the child is starting his first step into the real world. So we as educators, we have great responsibility to provide that kind of high quality education. So today, this platform will give you awareness on the subject of early childhood and all the routes that we cover. We've got many courses which will enhance the ability of the educators to build themselves and their skills to the optimum. So today, as I speak, I would like to mention that our courses are validated by the KHDA, that's the Dubai Educational Governing Body, where it is approved by the educational system, and we also provide high quality education, which after the student also leaves our faculty or our institute, we also give a support system which will carry on throughout. Now, educators need a solid foundation. An educator is like a doctor, right? Especially an early childhood educator. You would ask me why. The development of the child is at a very crucial point. The child has just come to their world. He's 4 years old. He's 3.5 years old. He comes to our surrounding, which provides him with developmental skills in physical development, cognitive development, psychological development, understanding the world, painting, art, design, everything that is a creative aspect of growth. So it is very important that the educators are highly qualified. And our body of education is also connected to the KHDA because this is a requirement from the KHDA. We do not provide random courses or random educational systems. Our educational body really provides what caters and the needs of an educator. This is a stepping stone for the educators to join the educational system. So it is really interesting when we really provide this kind of high quality education. Now, I gave you the platform of it. I gave you the base of it. Now, let me take you to the slides, and I will show you what are the subjects that we are going to cover and then how we go about. Okay. So I will share my slides. Miss Geeta, can you please disable the host? Then I can share my slides, please.
Yeah, can someone opt for the share screen option as well, please? Yeah, thank you. Meantime, I'll give a gist of courses we offer in regard with early childcare. One course which we have is Early Childcare Educators Training Program, which deals with 0 to 6 years of age kids. So you get the eligibility to start teaching 0 to 6 years of age. Then we have Planning Curricula for Childcare. It deals with planning of curriculum for these courses. Another one we have is Classroom Management and Communication in Childcare. So that course basically deals with how do we take care of kids in classroom, like how can we manage classroom, also how do we communicate to these early childcare early kids. And next one what we have is public speaking and presentation skills, where sometimes teachers might feel a little conscious about taking classes, or they might be a little hesitant towards talking in public and all that. So we have a course completely dedicated for that. Also we have Phonics for teachers, which is a pronunciation based program where you can improve your pronunciation. Then we have Google Educators certification programs. So these are all specific courses in regard to education. So now Nihara will continue what all is included in all this. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you can see my screen. I have just shared the slides and I hope it's quite prominent. So I will start off with the course content. So early years educational training will be added into this course. We will be having an early years educators training. You will ask me, what is an early years educators training? Now, this educators training will provide you with knowledge of every aspect of growth, development, and every aspect of child care that you require as an educator. Then we will be having planning of curriculum, which is really centered into EYFS or ECH. We work with ECH. EYFS, ECH, and all the curriculums are really well known in UAE. The ECH curriculum is an American-based curriculum where we will really help the students to build their skills according to the curriculum, and it will be a play-based curriculum which will be really helpful for the children's development, as well as it really provides high quality education, which is a requirement in UAE. And then we come into classroom management and communication in childcare, which is highly important for our educators to understand how to manage a classroom. Classroom management is a huge aspect of a high quality education. The educators need this kind of platform to build their skills in classroom management. Without that, the educators cannot do that. The classroom teacher itself, the educator itself, needs to know how important it is to have a management skills and communication skill. So this is what we provide. And then we have Google Educator Certification Examination like preparation. This too, we have a course on this particular subject as well, where students get the confidence to build their skills and to upgrade themselves. See, early childhood is a career that needs to be upgraded. Education is always upgraded. You cannot go backwards. You got to go with new methods of teaching, how we use technology in the classroom, how to use Promethean boards in the classroom, how to provide high quality education for the children is crucial. Then we come into phonics. Phonics is really important. And if you do not teach phonics in an accurate manner, you're not going to provide high quality education, because the children will really get stuck with reading while they're growing, and then after that they will also have a problem with pronunciation and all that stuff. So educator needs to have that kind of knowledge in phonics, especially like in the sense UAE really has a great requirement for the teachers to be highly upgraded and to provide high quality education. So it's very important that we train the teachers, and teachers avail the training, because it's really important for them to know how to teach language, reading, literacy. These are important things. Then we have a special course called Strategic Life Coach. It is really important. I'm an NLP trainer. I'm a neuro-linguistic trainer. I train educators and people with great careers to build a focus point where they can really train their brain to get the ability to reach their goal. So a neuro-linguistic course is included with Strategic Life Coach. So neuro means the brain, linguist means language. So we provide great language skills for the educators. Then we have public speaking presentation skills. Now many students who come from not from UK they are native speakers, sorry. So many students who come from Asian countries, from Middle Eastern countries, and many different countries have a language issue, because language is a big problem, because we all speak our native languages. So our accent, our confidence level, everything is not as like the UK based native speakers. So we need to train ourselves. So we provide that kind of confidence building for educators who have that communication issue. So we provide a platform where every aspect of development for an educator is provided. So it's really interesting when you really understand this aspect. When the educators, I will refer them to as students, the educators who come into our institution, they really get that confidence level to achieve the greatest goal that is in demand for educators. Like for example, it's a demand and it's a requirement, and it's crucial that we provide high quality education for the students in the classroom. So educators must be up to date. Today we live in a space age. So in this space age, our skills have to be really enhanced and built. We cannot randomly go into a classroom and just provide that kind of just a lesson that would be just without any base. So we provide that skill at that platform for the educators to provide high quality education. So the things that we cover in our early educators training will be, that is the ECH, will be we will be teaching the educators to provide a passion for creating a lifelong learning, and then a commitment to nurture, inspire, delight the child in your care, a willingness to treat parents as partners in their child's education, a desire to make every moment of a child's development a valuable journey. So this is the base of the educational system that we have. This is the base of our curriculum, where we will provide an educational system that will give a lifelong learning in passion for the child. And then it's a great thing that when we provide a high quality education, the child gets the interest, the passion to learn throughout life. Then we will cover the history of early childhood education, from where Maria Montessori, Steiner, Piaget, these were the theorists. We will be talking about theories, how they were based on psychology of the child, and how every development and historical figure who played a great role in early childhood education. Then we will follow up with types of programs, what kinds of programs are we providing, like in the sense what is a high quality program and how high quality programs are provided in the sector of early childhood education. Then we have, excuse me, the is new. Yes, defining the young child. Then we will be talking about child's developmental needs, identity, education, emotional development, health, self-care skills, social presentation, relationships, family, identity, all this stuff we will be talking about, and we will be doing lots of work on it. Then we will be talking about developmental learning theories, and we will be talking about psychodynamic, behaviorist, cognitive development, socio-cultural, ecological, multiple intelligences. Then we will be talking about maturation, human needs. It's a huge subject that we have made a great okay. Excuse me.
Anuridhika, can you please switch off your mic? Excuse me, Anuridhika, can you please switch off your mic?
Okay, thank you. So we will be talking about all these areas of development, and the educator who takes this particular course gets the knowledge of understanding the child, and we provide the skills to the educator how to provide with high quality education. Now, when you're in a classroom, you will find children with disabilities, you will find children with learning disabilities, you will have slow children. Every child is unique. So we provide that kind of training where the educators can actually provide great knowledge and understanding about the surrounding, their work, and how they interact with children, and how they can provide high quality education. So it's a fantastic platform for you all as educators to build the skills. Then teaching a professional commitment. So we will be doing professional training, because we as educators need to be highly qualified, and highly professionalism requires us to provide high quality education. So we provide that in this platform, how to be high quality individuals and how to be the highest valued member in the educational field. So we create best versions of our educators. So it's really interesting when we also we have added this professional developmental course for educators in this particular course, so that the educators are fully ready to join a nursery, join the workforce of early childhood education, and provide high quality education. Then comes observations and assessments. Now we as educators, we are like, as I told you, we are like doctors. So like in the sense, we in our curriculum, we have the observation and assessment of children. Now we provide the skills to the educators to observe the children in their care. So if the child has a cognitive problem, or auditory problem, or any problem that the child has, can be rectified at a young age. So the educators are well trained with observation and assessment, so that the children are given high quality education. So that observations are a very crucial point in the educational system. How we observe the children and how we provide what they need. Every child is unique. So every child has his own needs, okay? And every child's needs are different. So we create observations so that we can observe the child in our care. So we train the educators for observation. Then we have guiding children's behavior. Now, this is another problem in early childhood, where behavior becomes a huge problem. It's a psychological problem. Behavior is based on our cognitive, that's the brain. So how do we provide the children in our care with good behavior? We provide that kind of educational skills to the educators, so that they can work as responsible members in the educational field and give great knowledge and understanding and high quality education to the children, so the behavior is always maintained. And then we come partners with teachers and educators. Families and teachers partner in education is one aspect of EYFS and ECH curriculum, where we work with the parents as well when we work with the children, because that way we understand the children better, and that's a requirement. Then creating environments, we teach about how the environment should be and what is a great environment for learning, and how the environment should be displayed and how it should be used, so that the educators can provide high quality education in the classroom. Then we come into curriculum creating, context for learning and play. So curriculum creating is a very important aspect for the educators, because the curriculum will be provided by the nursery or the KG section or the FS1 section, but the educators need to provide activities based on the curriculum. So we as educators need to know what kind of activities are appropriate, age and stage appropriate. So this training will be given to our educators, and this is a requirement that is really needed for. Then we get into physical motor development in action. Then we get into physical development, motor skills development. Now we work on gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Like the brain, the cognition of the child's physical development is important. So we train our educators to take the children for physical activities outdoor, so that children grow into healthy children. In this, we also talk about nutrition, good lifestyle for the child, exercise. We talk about high valued food and everything nutritious food that is important for child development. So it is the overall developmental course for the educators, which is a requirement by the educational system. Today we work with high valued educational system, so we require to be highly skilled as educators. Then we talk about cognitive development in action. Especially we talk about the brain, how the child's brain is developing at every stage, how the child's cognition, psychology is developing at every stage. So every stage is so important that the child gets high quality care, and high quality educational needs should be met. So this we will be really working on the development of the brain. That's called the cognitive development in action. Then we will be talking about phonics, that's language and literacy development in action. How to teach, how to pronounce, how to train the children with proper phonics, so their reading skills can be really developed. Then comes psychosocial development in action. Every human being's psychology is very, very it is totally based on our mindset, our brain development, our psychology. So every part is connected to our brain, our cognitive area. So we will be doing a lots of training on how the child's brain is activated and how to recognize the child's needs, why you meet the children who cannot grasp quickly, how they cannot understand, and why their developmental areas are slow. So we learn all about the brain development as well. We teach as well. So then we also talk about issues and trend in early childhood education. What are the issues we are having in early childhood education? How technology plays a part, how the education is evolving, and how we use new techniques of media and technology. So that is what we will be covering in our ECH course, and we will be training teachers, and we will be also providing high quality education, which is definitely a requirement for educators. Now I gave you a very short briefing about what we are going to cover. Now I would like you to ask me any questions in regard to the subject that I just spoke to you, so that you would also get a greater understanding about the subject, and you will also know that you are investing time and money to an appropriate course, so that will provide high quality knowledge and understanding about the course. So if you have any questions, definitely you can ask me.
Any doubts in regard with the courses? Anyone?
Yeah, you can ask your questions in any language. ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන් English වලින් සහ සිංහල වලින් වුණත් කමක් නැහැ. Right, she will help you to get an answer. Do you have questions about this program?
I think it's very clear to us.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions in regard to the like in the sense to the cognitive area I spoke about, the psychology? So if you have any questions, I would like to give you clarity about psychology. We will be touching a bit on child psychology as well in this course, so that that's the reason we spoke about cognitive development. We will be discussing about how we provide psychological benefits of development and different areas of development. So we will be speaking about it as well. And about the first slide that I spoke to you, let me just go back to it as well, which will provide you with quite a bit of understanding. So the first is early years educational training, will be the course that I discussed with you right now. That will be the course number 1 we have, and it's a very much in-demand course. I can say it's a highly in-demand course, because educators need this course to join a nursery, because they will need if they require a KHDA approved certificate, we provide this course. Second is if you all want to go into depth in planning curriculum for children, childcare, it's a very good course for educators, because that will be a great platform where the educators can understand how to plan the curriculum, how to execute the curriculum. Next thing is class management and communication in childcare. This is good for educators who need managerial skills and communication skills. So it's really, really interesting when you use this particular kind of understanding in the classroom. If you have a management skill plus a communication skill, it's a great provider of success, because in that way you're going to give high quality education to the children in your care. Then we have certification for Google Educators certification examination preparation. That's really good, because you're going to build that skill. That's another course we have. We are providing educators to get into the Google certifications which you require. We can guide you and train you for that. Then we have the Phonics teachers training, which is really important for literacy. That's a great part of early childhood education, where you will have to understand and acknowledge the methods, the sounds of reading the phonics and teaching the children in an accurate manner. Because if you're not trained as a phonics in the area of phonics, what's going to happen is you're not going to train the children in an accurate manner. So it's going to really, really provide low quality education if you're not well trained. So we give this platform on phonics too. Then we have the strategic life coaching, which provides high quality coaching skills if you're interested in psychology, or if you're interested in counseling, or if you're interested in managing yourself in an appropriate manner. So if you really want, it's more of like a leadership thing, where you can really become a strategic life coach, where you can provide that kind of coaching for people and build their skills. Then we have public speaking presentation skills. So public speaking is highly important and highly recommended. If you're not a good public speaker, how you're going to provide any kind of knowledge or understanding to the people you're providing knowledge with? So obviously you need public speaking presentation skills. So that's highly required in the educational system. So this is what we have to offer you, and this will give you a great platform, and this will provide you with high quality education, and this will give you a base that requires an educator to provide high quality and a great educational experience to the child in your care. So with that note, I would like to...
Nihara, just keep that slide on, please. I would like to make a small correction here. The courses, the topics which she covered right now here, like the 6 of it is not course content. Each is a different course. That is early childcare educators training is first course, then planning curriculum for childcare is the second course. So each one is each course. By mistake, it's put course content. Let me just correct that. It's not course content. These are each courses. Also, we have one more course for teachers. In UAE, if you want to start teaching in grades, that is from first grade to say till 12th grade, there's a course which every teacher has to do, or every teacher has to pass. That's called as 6 mandatory courses for teacher permit. So we also cover that course as well. That is only if you are intending to teach from grade 1 to grade 12 for the higher classes. So even if you have any degree, this is one course which is mandatory by the government that every teacher has to pass. So we also teach that course, 6 mandatory courses for teacher permit as well. And all our courses are accredited by KHDA, and the certificate which you get will be attested by them. So it will have each certificate will have a QR code. So if you scan the QR code, it directly goes to KHDA website, and you can actually see our institute listed on that. So there's nothing which you have to worry about the authenticity or anything of our institute and the courses we provide. So is there anything which we can help you with?
Yes, Geeta, can we go for Manori's question? Manori, I think you have a question.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, can you explain about the durations of each course?
Yes, can we get an idea about durations?
Okay, so each course, it is basically hourly basis. It's not like, it is going to be for 1 month or 2 months or anything of that sort. What we follow here is hourly based. For example, ECH, it is a 48 hours course. So if you want to have every day, say like 1 hour or 2 hours, it depends upon each class session. So if you're taking 2 hours per day, it might get over like in a month or a month and a half. But if you want to have only on physical classes, we normally have it on weekends. Weekly 2 days is our we allocate ourselves for physical classes. So in that way, it will stretch up to like 2 to 3 months. But then planning curricula, it doesn't have that much of an elaborated curriculum. So that would be around 15 to 20 hours. So every course, it depends upon the hours. Public presentation and all that, you can finish in 2 days, like say Saturday and Sunday, 3 hours or 4 hours per day, you will finish it towards the weekend. So long elaborated course would be your early years educators training, because it gives you the eligibility to start teaching. So that is a very elaborated course.
Okay, did you get a answer? Is it clear for you, Manori?
Yes, thank you. And can you share the website of the institute?
Yeah, we will share with you. You can, you can. I think in the chat you can see our numbers and also our email addresses. You can just send us a message, and we will share every information about the institute also. Also, I will send you the link now as well. Even now, I can send you the link. Also, for other questions, you can call us, especially visa related issues and also migrations with family. We already discussed those things, but if you can have further questions, so you can clarify them with us. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll just speak to
So,
you after.
Yeah, so if you all are looking to start a career in teaching in UAE, I would personally say, this would be a good start, because even if you have whatever degree you have, when you come to UAE, when you start applying for job, the job demands a course which is accredited or attested by KHDA. So this would be a perfect start for all you students.
Excuse me, madam. Yeah, good evening, madam. I just want to know about the course you mentioned a short while ago about the teachers who are willing to teach from grade 1 to 12. You mentioned that there should be a special kind of permit for them, and you have such courses in your institution.
Yes.
Could you please tell me the duration and the course fee of that part?
Okay, the duration again, it would be around 20 to 25 hours for 6 mandatory courses for teachers per month. And that actually deals with child protection and safeguarding. The first topic which you will cover on that would be child protection and safeguarding. Then dealing with people of determination. That is another topic which you have to learn. Third topic would be diversity, then moral education, sustainability, and well-being. There are 6 topics which needs to be covered, and then you have an exam. You have to clear that and get the permit. So we guide you to actually prepare yourself for the exam. Exam you will have to write for yourself and clear that, but we guide you through the topics. So around 20 to 25 hours of classes is what required for this. Again, like I said, if you are a regular student, every day, weekly 5 days a day, if you come over, you can finish it off within short frame. But then physical classes, mostly people, what they do is weekly 2 days or something, they come over and cover their classes.
And sorry to interrupt, but I would like to also add in that the first course, like Geeta said, the earliest educators trainer is the curriculum that I covered for 48 hours. That is the course that I was discussing. And the next planning curriculum for childcare, these are all separate courses. And this all will include around 15 to 20 hours, as she mentioned. And I think for the educator, it's a great platform to understand the child in her care. So without any knowledge, if you walk into a class, it's not going to benefit anybody. And there are lots of observations which is mandatory in UAE. Child observation is a requirement for an educator to provide. So you will have to be well versed in the subject of observation and assessment. These 2 subjects you will have to implement in your classroom. So that's what we really train the educator to understand the child's psychology, the cognitive area, the brain, how the child, is slow, whether the child is a slow learner. You have to really be observant. So we train our educators in all the subjects that they require to be updated with. Any questions you can ask me and ask Ms. Geeta as well, whatever you like. Thank you.
Any question in regard with visas or courses or please anything in general?
3 o'clock.
Yes, there's also a question about course fees, and if we have special discounts for early registrations also. We already announced that. They are asking about course fees initially.
For each course, the fees are different, but if you're planning to take it as like if you're planning to add on courses as well, like if you're planning to take ECH plus public speaking or strategic, then it actually differs. So, we can give it as a package as well. So if you can speak to your students and come back to us in regard with that, we can give you the exact figures rather than me, pointing out each one's. We would like to give it to you as a package that would be beneficial for the student as well, because all the topics which we mentioned here are all beneficial for them. So I would personally say, if you can choose a couple of them together as a package, it works better for you and us.
Excuse me. These are diploma or certificate course?
These are all training courses. All these courses are training courses. Professional training courses.
Okay, you can ask your questions in any language. Okay, English or Sinhala. Sinhalen ahanna puluwan prashna. Sinhala language එකනොත් අහන්න පුළුවන්. ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. අපි කොහොමත් සිංහලෙන් දැන් කතා කරා
Another advantage which I would actually want to tell you all is here in UAE for early childcare, only ladies can work as tutors. Gents are not allowed. So because of that, ladies actually have an advantage of finding a job easier because you don't have much competition from gents. So early childcare, that area is only dedicated for ladies here. So that's one advantage you all have.
And if you guys enroll till 10 May, so you have $250 discount.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sure.
Yeah, if we are selecting the early years education training course, that is also the duration is for 1 year or
No. 3 months.
3 months. So, how much will that cost?
Only for
Or we should come for this training as a 1 year program. How is it happening?
Yes,
no,
I
these
will
are all
explain.
training courses. Yeah, these are all training courses. So this is not a 1 year entire courses.
Okay.
During that time, they tend to finish. Like so, they start with ECH. So get a basic knowledge on what teaching is and what early childcare teaching is and all that. Then they add on. So here, if you look for any job portal, anything to do with teaching jobs and all that, you will actually see they specifying about training courses. For example, Phonics for that matter. It deals only with pronunciation. So these are all add-on courses you can actually take. So if you want to complete all these, yes, it will take 6 to 8 months or so. But if you're planning only for one, it is not going to be taking so much of time either.
But Geeta, we have to mention that they will be getting the residence card for 1 year for all these courses, right?
Yes. Student visa will be for 1 year, which is multiple entry as well. But if you want to go to your home country in between for vacation, come back, it is just as equal as a UAE resident. So if you want to learn driving, you can learn driving. You can get a license, no problem. You get your Emirates ID, that is like the residence card. So the visa which we issue, if you choose any of these courses for that matter, you don't have to take all together, but even one, it would be for 1 year. 1 year resident visa with multiple entry and Emirates ID.
Geeta, she asked you a question in regard to the training. I would like to give more details about it.
Sure.
Actually, one student asked you whether it's a training course or a diploma. As Miss Geeta told, it's a training course because we can't have a 1 year course because it's a jump start for students. As you do this course, you join a job. That's the reason we train you. So as the training is provided, we also guide you. That's why we have professional development here. We guide you to apply for a job. And we also train you to be a professional, how to face an interview. So that's the reason we provide this training, and it has to be approximately 3 months or little less than 3 months so that you can start off your career as you complete the training. So training courses are generally 3 months or maybe little less than 3 months so that the educators can get the training, they can start working. That's the reason. I just have a clarity for the students.
And there is a message which has come to me regarding age limit. To study here, it is completely okay even if you are in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s. No problem.
As I will explain in Sinhala about course fee things. Course fee එක සම්බන්ධයෙන් කතා කරනවා නම් අපේ courses කීපයක් තියෙනවා. එක courses වලට course fee එක vary වෙනවා. අපිට මම ඔයාලට අපේ Edexeuro එකෙන් දාලා තියෙනවා message එකක්. ඔයාලට email එක එවන්න සහ phone numbers එක දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒ numbers වලට call කරන්න. නැත්නම් WhatsApp message එකක් දාන්න. ඔයාලට අවශ්‍ය course එක ගැන වෙනම course fee එක දෙන්නම්. ඒ වගේම තමයි මුලින්ම රෙජිස්ටර් වෙන පළවෙනි 10 දෙනාට 250ක් හෝ 300ක අපි ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් දෙනවා early bird discount එකක් early registration වලට discount එකක් දෙනවා define කරලා තියෙන course fee එකට අමතරව ඔයාලට discount එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා මුලින්ම ඒක ඇග්‍රී වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපි මුලින්ම register වෙන teachersලා 10 දෙනාට හම්බ වෙනවා course fee සම්බන්ධයෙන් yes අපි හෙට අනිද්දා දිගටම ඔයාලට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් chat එකේ numbers ටික දාලා තියෙනවා ඒ numbers වලට call කරන්න නැත්නම් message කරන්න දැන් මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් අය message කරලා කතා කරලා තියෙනවා ඊට අමතරව තව කරුණු දැනගන්න අවශ්‍යයිට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් දිගටම මම මේ දැන් ඔයාලට chat box එකේ අපේ contact details බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒ ඔස්සේ කතා කරන්න okay you can contact us tomorrow or on the weekend for other visa and course fee related question about installments in some certain cases installment can be possible yes in some certain cases installment can be possible those are specific cases so you have to discuss with us about your certain requirement then we will discuss with the college and arrange you installments based on the program and also the application criteria.
Is there anything we can help you with?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Koshila.
If I am choosing the early years educators training plus the phonic teachers training, how about the cost will be?
You can
course,
call
like
us.
He said, yes, like the consultancy said, you know, it totally depends upon different criteria. You're opting for your visa, your insurance, lot of factors comes in that. So that is something we actually have to work out and get back. So you know, you can actually contact your consultancy in regard with the programs which you want to choose, and we work out the entire course and get back to them on that. So I would kindly you know, ask you all to contact your consultancy in regard with that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Can you? I hope you can see our numbers in the chat, right? Actually. Actually, I think you can see our numbers in the chat. You can call or message us for those information, right?
සර් මට පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න ඕනේ මේ අපි මේ කෝස් එකක් කරලා ටීචින් වලට ඇප්ලයි කරලා අපිට මොකක් හරි ජොබ් එකක් අපිට හම්බ වුණාට පස්සේ මේ UAE වල මොකක් හරි chance එකක් තියනවද බබාලට බබාලගේ এডুকেෂන් සම්බන්ධ ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් අරගන්න පුළුවන් තත්ත්ව තියනවද මට පුංචි බබෙක් ඉන්නවා මාස 5යි එතකොට ඒගොල්ලොන්ට ඩේ කෙයා ෆැසිලිටිස් තියනවාද අපි උගන්වන්න යන ස්කූල් එකේ ඒ වගේ මොනවා හරි පහසුකම් ටීචින් කැරියර් එකක් ලබා ගත්තට පස්සේ ගන්න අවස්ථා තියනවාද
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අවස්ථාවල් තියෙනවා ඒක පළවෙනි කාරණාව දෙවෙනි කාරණාව තමයි දැන් ඔයාලට සමහර අයට මෙහෙමයි ස්කූල් එක වෙනස් වෙනවා ඔයාලට ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එක ඇමරිකන් ස්කූල් එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉන්දියන් ස්කූල් එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඇරබික් ස්කූල් එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපේ මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඩුබායි වල ඉන්නවා මම නැති වුණොත් අපේ ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් කෙනෙක් ඩුබායි වල ඉන්නවා ඔයාලට ස්කූල් එකක් හොයාගන්න ඇකොමඩේෂන් එක හොයාගන්න සපෝට් කරනවා ඒ වගේම තමයි සමහර අවස්ථාවල ඔයාලට ඔයාලා වැඩ කරන කොලේජ් එකෙන්ම සපෝට් කරනවා ඔයාලගේ චයිල්ඩ් කෙයා ඒ පැත්ත සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඒ වගේම තමයි අපි fully guidance එකක් දෙනවා මොකද අපිට මේ process එක ගැන confident මොකද බබාලා එක්ක ඉන්න ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා ගිහින් තියෙනවා අපි හරහා ඒ නිසා ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපි help කරනවා ඔයාලට ඒ ස්කූල් වලට course fee එකක් ගෙවන්න තියෙනවා ඒක applicable ඒකෙනුත් දැන් අපිට course fee vary වෙනවා සමහර colleges වල ගණන් වැඩි ළමයින්ට සමහර colleges වල සමහර nurseries වල ගණන් අඩුයි අපි support කරනවා ඔයාලට ඒ කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් affordable එකක් හොයාගන්න okay
thank you very much sir thank you
මේ වගේ වැඩක් කරනකොට ඒ කියන්නේ practically ඔයාලා නවතින තැනත් බලපානවා ඒතර ඒ ළඟ තැනක් වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒ කියන්නේ සමහරක් jobs වලට විතරක් ඔයාලට මේ බබාලා ඩේ කෙයා පැත්ත මේක කරන එහෙම නැත්නම් ප්‍රයිවට් ඒ කියන්නේ ලංකාව වගේම ඩේ කෙයා සෙන්ටර්ස් තියෙනවා ඉතින් මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒතරේ වැඩ කරන තැන හරි එක්ක ඔයාලා ඉන්න ගෙදරට හරි ළඟ තැනකින් බල්ලි වෙලා ඩේ කෙයා සෙන්ටර් එකක් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. කියන්නේ ඒ ෆැසිලිටිස් ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා තියලා ලංකාවේ වගේම තමයි. එතකොට සමහරක් ඉන්දියන් ඉන්ස්ටිටියුට්ස් කියන වගේ ගණන් අඩු එකක් තියෙනවා. ගණන් වැඩි නර්සරිස් උත් තියෙනවා. ඒ ඔක්කොම ඔප්ෂන්ස් ටික තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපිට ඒවට සපෝට් කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ කියන අපිත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන ඩුබායි වල ඉන්න දැන් අවුරුදු 6ක් 7ක් තිස්සේ ඩුබායි වල ඉඳගෙන සෙට්ල් වෙලා ළමයි ඉස්කෝලේ දාගෙන එහෙම ඉන්න ෆැමිලිස් එක්ක අපි ඉතින් වැඩ කරනවා. අපෙන් ගිහපු කට්ටියක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපිට පුළුවන් ඒගොල්ලෝම සම්බන්ධ කරලා දෙන්න ඔයාලට මොනවද තියෙනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලෝ දුවා කරන අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔයගොල්ලොන්ට ඒවා ඒදි කරගන්න.
okay so thank you very much sir
So my question is, first, shall I send my CV? I have 17 years experience in, I am working as a teacher, Horizon International College in Colombo, right? So after I sending my CV, Ma'am Nihara, can you decide which kind of course should I follow as a teacher to get a UAE certificate, teaching certificate?
Obviously, I would like to know the age group you've been teaching. And first of all, I want to know, since you've 17 years experience, you must be highly experienced with children, different age groups. So currently, which age group are you dealing with? Which grades?
Now I'm working as a primary teacher, year 3, class teacher and a subject teacher.
Okay, so in your mindset, which like in the sense, are you intending to join a school when you come here, or which age group is your preference? Because if you're teaching primary, definitely you'll go back to primary, obviously. So if you're having, in case, if you're thinking of teaching the grade 3s, grade 4s, it's really good for you to work on this course that Miss Jeeta was talking, where you got to get a license. So that would really provide you a platform to join a school, and that would be really great for you, since if you're going to carry on teaching those grades.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Actually, I done my BEd in Sri Lanka, so I am looking to do my MEd in UAE. So can you please explain the pathway? Because I have working as an online tutor. So basically, I never work in a school in Sri Lanka. So that's why.
Actually, UAE before I'll just Jeeta, I'll just tell this point before I forget. In UAE, actually, I've worked as an educator for a very long time, and the educational body, the educational system body, they always look into educators with lots of experiences and training. So it's very important that when you come to you have to have that skills that provide high quality education. So getting a job is okay, you can get a job, but to be sustained in that job, to stay in that job, your skills have to be up to date. So that's the reason we provide this platform. So I just wanted to mention that the ladies who are intending to join as educators and teachers and providers, you all have to be really, really mindful that your skills have to be up to date. Okay, Miss Jeeta, sorry to keep you.
Yeah, so before I went, there was one student who asked me something about the MEd. Can you repeat that question for me, please?
Yes, I was asking what is the pathway to enroll the MEd, Masters of Education.
Are you done with your BEd?
Yes.
All right. So if you're looking for MEd course as such, what we have right now are these courses which we spoke about, training courses. We do not provide masters in education. So, but if you're looking to come here and study, you can come out on a visa. Yes, definitely. Take one of these courses which is accredited by KHDA, and if you want to look out for other options for MEd as such, you can definitely look. But we do not provide master degree in education here. And another thing which I wanted to tell was, we are nearly closing the admission for our early years education. So if any of you all are planning to join, if you join before May 10th, we are giving a discount of $250 in our total fee. So if like I said, if you want to join, if you can get enrolled yourself before that, there is definitely a straight cut discount for the course as well. Any doubts regarding the visas or programs or classes, anything?
Miss, this is Nasha again. So if I'm joining with one of this course and with my qualification of BEd, is it possible to find a teaching job in there?
Definitely, since you have B.Ed, you don't have to restrict yourself to your early childcare. You can definitely look for upper grades as well. There's one course which I mentioned, a mandatory course. Opt for that. You can come here and look for a job. Wouldn't stop you from getting one. Wouldn't be a problem at all.
So with that visa, is it possible to apply for the job as well? I'm not sure about that. That's
On student visa?
Yes.
On student visa, you can study and you can work part-time where we will issue an NOC. Institute has to provide you with an NOC which we will be giving if you request for. Then using that NOC, you can look out for jobs. Then with that NOC, if you're fortunate enough to find a job, which you would easily find here, your employer can actually get a work permit using the NOC which we provide. So come over, you can definitely work, not a problem.
So roughly how many days will it we have to join for the classes and all?
Physical classes we normally plan out on weekends because we have students around the globe who comes here and study. So majority of the students like you all, they come here mainly looking for a job. So we work out our classes basically on weekends so that they can work the other days, attend their classes, get their certificate as well. So Saturdays and Sundays are when we plan physical classes.
Yes. I have a diploma of 2 years, and I am working as a teacher now. I have 10 years of experience. Then if I do this course, this training course, can I find a job in UAE?
Yes, we have students who has done this courses not only in UAE, from other places as well. They've come here, found a job, and to be very honest, none of our students are finding it difficult to find a job and all that. Everyone is working, and we've been doing this course since the time we started this institute. Okay, and as soon as we finish a batch, in a week we start the next batch. So continuously since the time it started, since 2018, we are having regular batches for this course. So don't worry about the job part. You will be able to find.
Yeah, because since I didn't complete my degree, that's why I'm asking.
Not a problem. You have experience as well, right? So definitely, when you look for a job, if you're someone who's looking for a job and all that, you can actually see experience matters. So when you have experience, there's nothing you have to worry about. It's not like a fresher at all for you, right? Since you have experience, you can make maximum use out of it. Everyone would prefer experienced people these days. So since you have 10 years of experience, nothing to worry at all.
Okay, thank you, madam.
No problem.
Hi. With that visa, can we take our family also there?
Actually, we already discussed about migrating.
Yeah, I got little late to join. I couldn't join early.
Okay. I think Mr. Rajit or Jita has an answer for that, right?
In a student visa, unfortunately, you cannot bring your dependents because you are on student visa. You wouldn't be able to bring in your family. Only on employment visas, you can bring in family.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Right. So in that case, so if you want to really move with your family, so there are family visa options available, right? So we can guide for them. Okay, so it's possible. So with the student visa, you can't go along with your family members, right? So other family members, so they can go with the visit visa, right? Otherwise, we can provide the free visa, 2-year residence visa. It's another process, right? So
yeah, resident visa is another process. Yes, and yes, visiting visa. Anybody can come to UAE. UAE has no restriction for people to come over. It's very welcoming. Anybody can come for visit visa. Yes, and also if you finish this course, find a job, you will shift from our student visa to your employment visa. On employment visa, you can definitely bring in your dependents.
Right. Okay. So it's possible. We can guide you for how to do that. Right. So actually, the dependent visa required. Actually, so if your students want to really join with immediately schooling, otherwise, so they can come with the student visa, and after that, so they can convert the visas to family visa.
Yeah. So once they get an employment, once the employer provides them employment visa, they can bring in their family on that visa. On student visa, we cannot bring in our dependents.
Okay, I think we have got all the questions that are coming from applicants. So again, I want to remind you that for the first 10 registrations, you will get 250 and 300 discounts depend on the program. That I will explain in Sinhala also. අපේ teaching program වලට registrations පිළිවෙල අනුව ඒ කියන්නේ පළවෙනි 10 දෙනාට college එකෙන් entry වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලගේ program එක අනුව $250 සහ $300 discounts හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒකත් සාමාන්‍ය ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් ලංකාවේ මුදලින් ගනිද්දි. ඉතින් ඒ offer එක ඔයාලට තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා අපිට කතා කරන්න අපි දීපු numbers වලට ඊට පස්සේ අපි කතා කරගමු ඔයාලට suitable program එක මොකක්ද කියලා. program එක course fee එකත් එක්කම අපි ඔයාලට discount එක අරන් දෙනවා. college එකෙන් පළවෙනි 10 දෙනාට register. I think that's all from the students. So
all right. So I hope to see all you guys here in UAE in another 1 month or so. Thank you so much, Nihara, for joining us and explaining everything to the students. Thank you so much. And thank you all.
Yes, thank you so much for joining with us, tutor and the team from Edexeuro Training Institute. On behalf of Edexeuro, I would like to thank again and I want to tell you that we have got a lot of information, especially our students had many queries to ask from you. So it was a great opportunity overall.
It was our pleasure actually. I hope to see all your students here in a month or so for our next batch.
Thank you very much. It was great communicating, and I hope you all have a great day ahead. And I hope to see you all in my batch. And wish you all the best for a great future. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
හරි. ඔයාලගේ pricing costing ටික අපි වෙනම දෙන්න මේ සමහරක් programs වල විතරයි දැන් මේගොල්ලෝ අපිට දුන්නේ අපි තාම මෙයාලගෙන් අතරම discount එකක් request කරලා තියෙනවා. ගොඩක් ලාට අපි අද finalize කරගන්න අපිට ඔයාලට හෙටින් යන වේ හරියටම costing එක දෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? ඔයාලා එහෙම interest කට්ටින නම් ඇත්තටම එකපාරක් office එකට එන්න. එතකොට මේක මේවා කරන්න පුළුවන්. family visas කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක වෙනම path එකක්. student visa එක වෙනම යන්නේ. ඉතින් අපිට මේ දෙකම ඔයාලට guide කරන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද කරන්න කියලා. family එකත් එක්ක එකපාර යන්න ඕන. ඒකට options තියෙනවා. එකක් visit වලින් යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ලේසි වැඩක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් residence visa මානේ family එකටත් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකත් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක බැරි කමක් නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒක අර investor visa එකක් විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන් එකක්. නැත්නම් තියෙන company එකකින් sponsor කරලා ඉවරලා visa ගහලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. මේ දෙකම options ටික තියෙනවා. right? ඉතින්
කොහොමද?
interest කටියට office එකට එන්න. එහෙනම් අපි දැන් අද ගොඩක් වෙලා මේ join ලා හිටියා වෙලාව 5යි.
අපේ නම්බර් එක ඔව් වෙලාව 5යි. අපේ numbers අපි හිතන්නේ මම දැන් දාලා තියෙන්නේ නේද හැමෝටම අපිට call කරන්න නැත්නම් WhatsApp එකේ message කරන්න information ගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් email address එකත් අපි දාලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි හෙට වෙද්දී මොකද ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ discount එකත් එක්ක final course fee එක confirm කරගෙන ඔයාලට කියන්න. හෙට වෙද්දී communicate කරන්න පුළුවන් course fee මොනවද කියලා final decide කරගන්න. මොකද ශ්‍රී ලංකන් students ලට විශේෂයෙන් අපි request කරලා තියෙනවා discount scheme එකක්. මොකද අපිට තියෙන මේ ආර්ථික අර්බුදයත් එක්ක. ඉතින් ඒ course fee එකත් එක්ක අපිට deal කරන්න පුළුවන් හෙට වෙද්දී. Okay.
Thank you very much for participating. Okay. දැනට නවත්තුනේ නේද?
ඔව්. Good evening to all of you.
Good evening.